Spanning the busy tidal water of the Thames with its imposing twin turret-like sentinels, gracefully guarding the river gateway to London. Tower Bridge, first opened in 1894, continues to carry traffic across its well-known 200-foot centre span. Today, however, the stop barrier is less frequently used for halting road traffic, so all the excitement of the bridge being raised to permit large vessels to pass may soon be a rare but memorable event in this famous city's history. London, or Londinium, as it was called by the Romans, was first mentioned in AD 61. The Tower of London, built by William the Conqueror as a fortress, has through the ages been extended by the reigning monarchs in the style of their period. Beefeaters, the yeoman warders in their Tudor uniform, explain to visitors some of the tower's history, recounting its grim and most sinister past of trials and bloody executions. It was through Traitor's Gate, as guides from all over the world explained to their parties of visitors, that Sir Thomas More and Henry VIII's wives, Queen Anne Boleyn, Catherine Howard, and Lady Jane Grey, passed on their way to the scaffold. St. Paul's Cathedral, the masterpiece of England's greatest architect, Sir Christopher Wren, replaced a church destroyed in the Great Fire of 1666. It is the only Anglican cathedral with a dome, and those prepared to climb 365 feet can reach the gold ball under the cross. Many famous men are buried here, including the Duke of Wellington and Lord Nelson. Trafalgar Square, and in the center, Nelson's column supporting the statue of Britain's greatest admiral, Lord Nelson, commemorate the sea victory in which he gave his life. Below, the four famous lions face the National Gallery with its priceless collections of paintings and the Church of St. Martin in the Fields, built in 1726. A great attraction, particularly for younger visitors, are the thousands of pigeons always ready to be fed and photographed. For generations, people have also gathered here for meetings and mass demonstrations. Passing through Admiralty Arch, we leave the tumult of Trafalgar Square and instantly discover the country-like peace of St. James's Park with its lake and fountains. In the days of Charles II, when these were meadows, it was a popular meeting place for society. Nowadays, hundreds of office workers come here for lunchtime relaxations. Beyond Horse Guards Parade is Whitehall, a broad thoroughfare lined with government offices. And the Cenotaph, the nation's memorial to the dead of 2 world wars. Downing Street, a small turning off Whitehall, with its outwardly humble row of townhouses, includes at number 10 the Prime Minister's official residence. The 2 regiments of household cavalry have mounted guard over the old Palace of Whitehall for over 200 years. The mounted sentries are always a colourful attraction for the passer-by, and large crowds gather each morning to watch the changing of the guard. At the end of the parade, the old guard rides out through the archway into Horse Guards Parade, where once a year the magnificent pageant of Trooping the Colour is held. This ceremony takes place on the Queen's official birthday, when the guards are inspected by Her Majesty. Big Ben's chimes ring out over London from the Houses of Parliament. Here, the statesmanship of such eminent men as Pitt, Disraeli, and Churchill have earned it the richly deserved title, Seat of Government and Heart of the Commonwealth. It is here in the House of Lords that the Queen, when opening Parliament, speaks to her ministers, summoned from their own debating chamber, the House of Commons. At the top of Big Ben at night, a light indicates when Parliament is sitting, as does the Victoria Tower flag during the day. Opposite the Houses of Parliament is Westminster Abbey, where, since its foundation in the 11th century, with only 2 exceptions, every King and Queen of England has been crowned. Buckingham Palace, the official residence of the Queen, was built in 1703 for the Duke of Buckingham and first came into regular use as a royal palace early in Queen Victoria's reign. They have been changing guard at Buckingham Palace since 1762 and know just how to mount a military pageant and the thrill and delight of every tourist. With all the ceremonial pomp and circumstance, London displays for its visitors the grandest free show in the world. In contrast to the old traditions and landmarks is the Post Office Tower. This modern communications centre is the highest building in London and is topped with a revolving restaurant from which there are splendid panoramic views to Surrey, Hampstead and Harrow over the rooftops and squares. Grosvenor Square, which housed Britain's first American ambassador in 1785, today houses the United States Embassy, and in the centre, a statue to President Roosevelt, Britain's great wartime ally. Oxford Street, one of London's busiest shopping areas, leads to Marble Arch and the entrance to Hyde Park, with its lively fountains and even livelier orators at Speaker's Corner. The Albert Hall, one of the world's largest concert halls, and the Albert Memorial, erected in memory of the Prince Consort, are a striking reminder of Queen Victoria's empire. Piccadilly Circus, once home of the famous flower sellers and always a favorite meeting place, perhaps not surprisingly with its statue to Eros, god of love, conceals a vast public transport system beneath its pavements. From here, another tourist attraction, the Underground Railway, connects with every part of London, with trains running in a network of tunnels which includes the longest tunnel in the world. As night falls and the lights come on, workers returning home mingle with the bustling, excited crowds arriving for the restaurants, theatres and cinemas, which are so much a part of a visit to London.